We've seen an uptick in violence in our city since mid-December, and I wanted to update you on the Wichita Police Department's strong and decisive response to these incidents. These include a shooting event that resulted in 2 homicide victims on 1224 at 906 Mission Street. There are presently 2 persons in custody. Now, since December 10th, we have experienced at least 6 gang-related shooting incidents, including one occurrence in the 4200 block of Delrose Street on 1216, where a male with a gang connection was shot in the head and remains in the hospital in very grave condition. The gang-related violence is being driven by long-standing feuds or beefs, many of which are being driven through social media. The 5 other incidents are: on December 10th, we had a drive-by at Oliver and Kensington that involved 2 individuals in a gunfight. On December 11th, we had a drive-by in the 2600 block of North Green Street, where the above-mentioned victim that I just spoke of, who's in grave condition, resides. On December 16th, we had a drive-by retaliatory at the home of the shooter of that male in 1300 block of East Kemper. That shooter was taken into custody at that time. On December 25th, 500 North Rock Road, 3 males were parked in a lot, sitting in a Chrysler 300 when they were attacked by males in a black sedan. The investigation indicates that this was in retaliation for the shooting of the male at 4200 Delrose. On December 28th, 4900 Kensington, a house with 4 juveniles with gang affiliations was shot at least 7 times. The incident was live streamed, and we have very strong direction on this investigation. Other recent incidents of violence that are not believed to be gang-related include the 900 South Mission Street was a quadruple shooting and double homicide. 2 people are in custody for those homicides, and we believe that involved a debt. There could be gang involvement, but primarily that involved a debt of around $50 that 2 people are now dead over. On December 27th, 2 people were shot, including a 16-year-old female. She was shot 13 times. The motive is an argument, and that shooter is in custody as well. Final incident of note, which is a particularly egregious carjacking. On December 24th, in the evening, a couple was carjacked with Christmas presents in their vehicle, 7800 East Douglas Street, in the parking lot of their own apartment building, by 4 juveniles wearing ski masks, 2 armed with guns. Due to some great work by the Wichita Police Department, 3 of those juveniles were arrested, including a 13-year-old with a gun. And the arrest was made after a vehicle pursuit and a canine track. 1 juvenile has been charged in that crime thus far. That investigation continues. So I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the great work of my detectives, my uniformed patrol officers, including our canine handlers and our CSI technicians, all of whom spent Christmas holiday away from family, working tirelessly in relentless pursuit of the violent individuals who perpetrated these crimes. Some of them are in attendance here today with me, and I want to thank them all. I'm also indebted to our community-based partners, including See Something, Say Something, along with the gentleman behind me from our faith-based community and other community groups that are able to and are willing to contact key community leaders that we hope can have an influence on the persons that are perpetrating these unacceptable incidents of gun violence.